Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion. I'm joined by Lillian,
What's up?
Oronde,
What's popping?
and Omega.
What's going on?
And today we are back filming another episode of the Post Game. First off, thank y'all for so much of the support recently. You guys have been killing it. We've gained over 150 subs in the first 2 months of the new year. So let's keep that support up, and let's keep liking and subscribing, all those things. All right. Today, we're going to talk about some NFL. We're going to do a full NFL season recap from every week. We're not going to do that. It's just a joke that bombed. But no, we're going to talk about some of the moments that we've loved this season. Talk about some of the ups and downs from the entire NFL season. So first off, all of our teams sucked this year except the Lions. They did pretty good making it to the NFC Championship game. A quick recap, like Saints, I think we went 9-8 or something like that. Panthers, did y'all win? I meant
That'll be funny.
3 wins, 2 wins, something like that.
Two.
Right behind you, Patriots, which y'all have 3-4 wins.
I think we had 4 or 5. I low-key forget.
Yeah, no, pain and suffering these days, right? So
Yeah, it is.
Looking at the offseason.
4 wins. 4 wins. There
Four,
you
Yeah,
go.
gotcha.
like 15. So
Okay, you know what? Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl. Big ups to the 49ers for getting there. It takes a lot to get to the Super Bowl. And they put up their fair share. So looking at the NFL season, we had Aaron Rodgers going down 30 seconds into his debut. We had a 73-point blowout from the Dolphins, or with the Dolphins. What was what was y'all's favorite thing that happened this year?
I'll start.
Go ahead.
My favorite moment was the Panthers getting their first win at home, and I got to experience it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Game winning field goal. They tried to hold us back, but we prevailed, man. We got the dub, baby.
Hey man, that win to avoid going winless always feels good.
Yes,
You would
sir.
know.
I would know. What?
Detroit.
Man, my favorite moment from this season. Obviously we won our first playoff game in forever. But my favorite moment is honestly probably when it all started week 1, heading into Arrowhead and beating the reigning Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
That was such an exhilarating win.
Starting off with a fucking bang.
Yeah.
Man. It was beautiful. National television, only game on. It was great.
I would have to think.
I have 2. I have one team one, which is pulling out a shocking win in Denver out of nowhere. Should not have won that game. Should not have won that game. And the other one, yeah, I don't need it. But another one, I think, I don't know, the downfall of the Giants as a whole. It's just amazing to watch Daniel Jones throw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 60% in a playoff game, and then downhill from there.
You can tell you don't like the Giants. I would say, looking at it, I would think. So coming into the season, I had expectations for my New Orleans Saints that we were gonna be, 10 to 12 wins. That Derek Carr was gonna be a revitalized version of a starting quarterback, and he was gonna look good, and we were gonna be good. So I'll really say that I had an awful season. Nothing positive happened. I would say going to the Monday Night Football game, week 2 against the Carolina Panthers in Carolina, and winning was probably one of my highlights of my life. But other than that, there's nothing the Saints did that openly make me happy. Nothing.
I mean, you beat my team, so that's something. A little bit
Again,
of bragging rights.
Again, nothing makes that. I mean, for what? I mean, for 9 wins, 8 wins, I'm just not.
Man.
I could be bothered.
The thing
Man,
about
beat
that
the Panthers, beat the
Monday night game-
Patriots.
Oh,
They
go ahead.
lost to the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
you.
did
Omega.
that week 2 game where the Saints where we went to.
Yeah.
Davion was literally damn near the only Saints fan in that little group we were right there behind the goalpost, bro.
Oh.
And he was standing up yelling, and it was bad, bro. That was a bad.
I did not care. I did not care.
Bad season, man.
Who that, baby? Who that all season long? But so looking at it, what was y'all expectations for your teams coming into the season?
I ain't gonna lie, I was being biased, bro. I thought we were going to the playoffs.
My expectations going into the season.
Yeah, I remember mine like they were yesterday.
2 wins.
I unfortunately remember mine too.
Those
'Cause
were
we argued
dominant.
about it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, somebody was right.
I remember mine because I was definitely being biased, but I think I was maybe like 1 win off.
You might be the most
I
accurate.
think I put us in like the 11 to 13 win range.
I said that if I remember correctly, I was like 10 wins is the absolute maximum, but 3 is the floor. And I don't like when I'm being right about the lower end of that.
3 is the floor is crazy.
We only got 2, so.
Yo, didn't the Panthers get the number 1 pick out of that? Oh
Uh-oh.
wait,
That shit's crazy.
Oh man. So looking at the NFL season, we had Aaron Rodgers going down. We had Joe Burrow going down. We had Justin Herbert going down. We had a lot of starting quarterbacks going down. But we also had the rise of some new quarterbacks to come out and show that it may be a real deal. We have O'Connell from the Raiders. I can't remember his first name. Is it Kevin?
Aiden.
It's Aiden.
Aiden
He's a cool
O'Connell.
dude. Cool dude.
We had CJ Stroud, offensive play rookie of the year, potential NFL MVP caliber player next season. We had the creation of the Houston Texans after 2 back-to-back picks in the draft last year. So there's a lot of good that came from the future. What young players do y'all expect or y'all looking forward to next year?
I mean, I want to start with I gotta watch more CJ. I have to watch more Houston games. At least watch them live as opposed to all 22 and highlights. Another year of Jackson Smith and Jigba growing in Seattle. I hope he gets consistent targets next year because he's still producing despite that. The Houston player Tank Dell. I don't really care for Will Anderson. He's just good as it is. And whoever the hell the Patriots draft.
Quarterback.
Drake May.
That's crazy.
The Tar Heel, the Myers Park Mustang.
Myers Park Mustang it is.
Yes,
It's a shame I watch him beat my teams in person.
Drake May is that guy.
Funny thing, if I watch another NFL player play in high school or college and then join my team, I have to go from hating them to loving them. And I think that's really, really whack. I think that's terrible.
I don't know. So looking at this offseason, what are you guys expecting from your team? What do you want your team to do?
Ooh, where do I start? We need to do better with our special teams. We need to we need to spread the offense, you know what I'm saying? Throw the ball down the field a little bit more. Remember, I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah, I think our defense is fine though. We need to go ahead and extend Brian Burns. If not, go ahead and just let him go now. Cause they got my nerves bad, man. They need to talk with Brian Burns, bro. You know what I'm saying? Extend Frankie Louvu, extend Derek Brown, and go get T. Higgins.
And trade away JC Horn because he's injured.
No, ain't no way.
Dude's always hurt.
He's gonna be good.
He maybe played 10 games, maybe, if that, in 2 seasons. Anyway, let me see. What I would do, truthfully, as a Saints fan, I am down in the hole, 85 mil. I think okay, that's plenty. The first thing I do, I look at Michael Thomas, I say, hey, it might be time for you to get going, big guy. Trade away Michael Thomas. I fix this cap problem. I keep Kamara. I keep all of our young receivers. I keep our defense because it's one of the top in the league. I trade our kicker or cut him, get him away. I go out and get um what's that guy's name? Destroying. I go get him.
Destroy.
You're only 82 in a
Um,
hole. They
huh?
released some people. I said you're only 82 in a hole. They released some people.
Hey man, only
Oh.
only just release the entire team and you'll be
All right, all right, all right, all right. I
I
ain't
think
finished.
he'd still be down like 30.
Okay.
probably
Let's go, Derek Carr.
I cut
that
Derek
Derek
Carr.
Carr
No,
contract.
I want to cut Derek Carr, but there's just no
No,
realism
no,
in
no
cutting.
way you
You
can.
can't.
No, I know. That's just a joke. Bad joke. We keep Derek Carr. We go out and we get a quarterback in the third round this year to be the quarterback of the future. There will be someone there. But you have to sit and wait for a couple years with Derek Carr's contract. We definitely don't re-sign him. And then we go at it again. I think here's my bold prediction. You're gonna hear this now. You're gonna hear this throughout the entire offseason. The New Orleans Saints will be the worst team in the NFC South next year. And I've now said it
Wow.
loud, and that's what it's gonna be. Simple as that. Um, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, and I'm sticking to it. Lillian, what does the Lions need to get over
They
that?
need to take every chance they can to get a corner and another defensive end. It's that simple. We have safeties, we have Aiden Hutchinson, we have Ali McNeil, we have linebackers. We don't have anything else, and our corners are burnt toast.
Yeah,
It was clear in the NFC Championship. Hopefully we get Emmanuel Mosley back next year. He tore his ACL again. I don't know how good he'll be, but he's probably still going to be better than Sutton and Vildor.
no, he
We
gotta
should
go.
honestly let CJ Gardner Johnson walk. We we got like 3 games
Get
from him
rid
this
of
year
him.
anyways, and
Get
he
rid of
talked
him.
a lot of shit to not really back it up.
Terrible.
I take him to Carolina.
Y'all would take anybody.
No.
Everything's an upgrade in Carolina. But
Damn.
man, honestly, I hope that Daniil Hunter is somebody we target in the offseason. Maybe try and trade for Max Crosby. I think Max Crosby or Daniil Hunter would be the perfect edge to pair with Hutch. And hopefully if we can either generate pressure or, hold our own in the secondary long enough to let the pressure get home, preferably both, then almost every single problem for the Lions will be solved.
Reasonable. The Pats, dog, we have $74 million for this upcoming season. And they've already announced we will be spending once again. On top of a revamped coaching staff, finally
saw
a
that
new
today.
wide receiver coach. All the positions, almost, I think we're only missing 3 positions, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty excited, but I know I can't get my hopes up because the last time I did that, we were shit. So I have to be reasonable. I have to keep a grounded opinion. But having the second most money in the league for this upcoming season is very promising, especially because the salary cap's going up. It'll be jumping $22 million up to 250. So that saves Davion some money for future spending. But
that saves Davion money to just restructure a bunch of contracts again.
Again, shut up.
I would like us to pursue some free agents, i.e. T. Higgins, if he doesn't get franchise tagged. But you can't fix all the problems by just getting new people and bringing it in. That doesn't help the system. Like, I want to re-sign Kendrick Bourne. Bro wants to come back and play, assuming he stays healthy again. He did pretty well this season. He just didn't get the playing time for some reason. Who the hell knows? But given our young-ish team, I'm just excited. Just straight up excited. You can't get any worse.
Well,
I mean, you can.
You can,
yeah,
but
it'd be the Panthers.
I mean, I'm also still expecting like a Bills fallout too.
Well, yeah. Well, I think that's coming next
All out this year.
season. Not this
This
season.
might finally be the year that happens.
No, I think that's next year, not this year.
I think it depends on what Stephon Diggs wants to do.
Well, he's gonna come back because he's washed. So pretty interesting outlooks that we have on our teams from the year. hopefully we'll all have better fortunes next year. Hopefully to each his own with the Saints next year. I could care less at this point. But we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. Any final thoughts before we get out of here on the NFL season 2022 of 2023?
Let's go, Panthers. Keep pounding, baby.
I hope I
Keep pounding.
I can't wait to watch the Cowboys fail again. That's what
Hey
I'm
man.
excited for.
Yeah. Here to that.
Hey man, the league's gonna be in trouble when Kool-Aid McKinstry falls to pick 29 and the Lions.
Kool-Aid? Wait, he's up for the draft this year?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's a
I
Bama
can't
corner,
wait.
right?
It's crazy. It's a lot of talent in this draft, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually go look for it.
I mean,
Or
we say
or
this
we trade up for the
to be fair.
legendary Cooper DeJean.
To be
Cooper
fair,
DeJean-
the
hey.
media is always like this draft class is really deep.
Cooper
It never
DeJean
is.
a
People just
dog.
never look.
Yeah. Well, we will be back with you guys here shortly. We'll probably start stretching these NFL videos out just because it's the off season and there's not really much to talk about. But we do have an announcement to make on draft night. Was it April 26th, I think it is, 27th, something like that. We will be doing a live stream for the NFL draft. So look out for that. We'll talk about that more over the next couple of months. But yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. And if that's it. I've been your host, Davion. Appreciate y'all for watching. That's been the rest, and it's been the post game. Peace.